So in the third step of the 7-step process of cleaning and disinfection, we have high pressure cleaning. In high pressure cleaning, we're using a high pressure jet of water to rinse off the pre-soaked surfaces. Essentially, we're looking at a jet of pressure between 50 to 120 atmospheres, or basically about 750 to 1800 psi. The idea is, with the high pressure cleaning, to remove and rinse away the loosened soils from the pre-soaked detergent step. During high pressure cleaning, we should be applying the water jet using a rinsing down method. We should start at the ceiling and rinse down to the floor, as opposed to during the pre-soak with detergent, where the detergent should be applied using the foaming up method. In other words, you foam and start at the bottom and you move in the direction towards the ceiling. That way, it becomes more efficient. By foaming using the down to up method, you can very clearly avoid runoff of the foam if that would happen if you were foaming from the top down. When you have runoff of the foam, it's very difficult to tell where foam has been applied or not. Using the bottom to top method makes that much easier and avoids reapplication and therefore wasting chemical product. When we're rinsing with high pressure rinse, it's more efficient to rinse from the top down, because that way water running down from the top will help you dislodge and rinse detergent in the surfaces below. That helps in the consumption of water. You can actually rinse the surfaces using less amount of water. So one thing that's important to mention in high pressure cleaning is to use hot water if available. As we saw from before in center circle, temperature is a very important factor in cleaning. So if we have availability of hot water, we should use that for the high pressure cleaning step. Just to reinforce the importance of soaking and high pressure cleaning, I just want to cite a couple of things that are in the literature that are of relevance. There's an interesting paper by Professor Dan Hernick at the PEI University in Eastern Canada, where they actually looked at a finishing operation and they looked at the process of cleaning with and without detergent and different disinfectants. They looked at productivity and they looked at time to market weight in the finishing operation. So basically just looking at how many days it would take them to achieve market weight for a certain number of pigs. And what they found was very interesting. They found that when you use pre-soaking with a detergent, you are actually able to clean the surfaces in 12% less time than if you were only using pre-soaking without a detergent. So clearly, it's counterintuitive in the sense that although pre-soaking is an additional step, in the end, pre-soaking makes it easier to clean with a high pressure rinse. So overall in the process, you will spend less time. The other thing that Professor Hernick looked at was the reduction in time to market. And he looked at that when using no detergent, when using detergent and disinfectant, and when using disinfectant alone. The interesting thing that he found was that when you used detergent alone and when you used a disinfectant alone, the time to market was actually equal. So the gains that you made by just using a detergent alone was equivalent to a disinfectant. Now, I'm not advocating that we do not do disinfection and just do cleaning, because then what he found is that when you combine a cleaner or a detergent with a disinfectant, your time to market is even shorter. So it's very clear that the use of a cleaner and disinfectant together gives you an overall increase in productivity and gives you an overall reduction in time to market. We also mentioned before that cleaning was important to reduce the overall bioburden for the disinfectant. In fact, that cleaning by simply removing or removal action was able to achieve a certain log reduction in the number of bacteria on surfaces. There are several studies documenting this fact, but one particular study comes from a group in Belgium by Professor Lukic. They actually did this study in broiler houses, but I think the results apply because they're quite interesting. What they did was they affected certain cleaning regimes with and without detergent, but using a disinfectant, of course. And they measured by using the method of total aerobic plate counts how many microorganisms were remaining on the surfaces after treatment. So one of the things that they saw was that for total Enterococci species, when you actually effected cleaning, they found something like 10% of the surfaces sampled in the farm were positive for Enterococci.